The book I'm listening to this week is What Happened to You by Oprah Winfrey and Dr. Bruce Perry. I'm only about a quarter of the way into the book, and it has deepened my understanding of the brain and how it works and what I'm coming to know as a greater truth. As I continue to write, I will share with you what that truth is. My background is that I got my undergrad degree in psychology. Throughout my university education in psychology, the main topic was always nature versus nurture, which is responsible for how we experience this life. The argument is about whether we innately came with some experience or it was shaped by our environment and the people in it. The prevailing thought at the time, the late 90s, was that both were a large factor. I completely disagree with this now. I think the profound influence is nurture in the form of our environment and the people in it, or sometimes lack thereof. While I was getting my degree, I did an internship with the San Francisco County Jail where I learned a lot, but the thing that continues to stay with me in that experience isn't the people or the place. It was this startling statistic that I read before my first day there. The statistic I remember seeing from a psychological study was something like 80% of inmates did not have a secure attachment, meaning they did not feel attached to a parent, family member, or caregiver. 80%. I just tried to look for that study and couldn't find it. And full disclosure, that was almost 25 years ago now. I know I can't believe it was that long and that I'm that old. While I couldn't find that particular study online, there were many that had startling statistics similar to the 80%. This tells me that the environment and the people that were around during your early years have a profound impact on how you understand this world. This would seem like bad news. However, I don't see it this way. If I thought that the story of all the things that happened that didn't feel good were who you are, then I think that would be bad news. However, I do not believe that you are that story of all the things that didn't go well, were upsetting, or even traumatic. When I think of a baby coming into this world, I don't see them as evil, good, bad, just innocent and beautiful. That's actually how I see everyone now, too. See, there are no bad people, just people that had bad things happen to them. And the only way to cope was to create a safety mechanism for survival. For some people, that safety mechanism is anger. Others, it's stress or anxiety. What is your go-to emotion? Do you know why you choose that? Actually, it doesn't matter why you do what you do. It's not even important that you know what happened that created the response you continue to choose. What is important is that you know that you aren't your story. You aren't the thoughts about yourself because of that story, and you aren't the emotions that you react with either. Who you are deep down is that innocent, beautiful child who did the best that they could given what they knew. The reason the book is called What Happened to You is because the authors thought that most people ask themselves, what is wrong with you? Because they're judging and hard on themselves about the things that happened to them. Their story had them questioning their worth. Asking the question, what happened to you, helps us to see that something did happen to create the reactions that we do, and puts the emphasis on the right side of the equation, the side where you can understand that something happened, but it's not your fault and you did the best you could. Why does this matter? It matters because if we can see that something happened to all of us to create the character, personality, and reactions that we have, then we can be kinder and gentler to ourselves and to others. This is compassion, and it is a beautiful expression of humanity. If we can understand that when someone lashes out at us, does or says something unkind, while that is not okay to put up with, we can now understand that they have pain and they are doing the best that they are able. This is how you grow your compassion for others. Compassion for self is a little more tricky, and one of the areas that I help clients to discover and nurture. Are you hard on yourself? Would you like to learn how to heal that part of yourself so that you can have compassion for yourself? Let's connect and discuss this further so I can tell you what a wonderful human you are and how to feel that way about yourself. Click on the link at the end of the email. Peace. Erin, seeing you as the beautiful human you are, Mac.